Okay, Tracy Frank.
We are driving down the I-4 in Orlando, Florida, on a much anticipated and doctor-prescribed family vacation. My husband at the helm, our minivan packed full of enthusiasm and excitement from our kids in the back seat. It was the second day of a 23-hour drive, and we were almost there. Almost. Then, traffic jam. Bumper to bumper, gridlock traffic jam. The sign above me said, 30 minutes to the next exit. Suddenly regretting my decision to pass by the last rest stop, believing that I could hold it till we got there, slightly uncomfortable became slightly painful by the time we made it through. But I was the navigator on this journey, and the last few instructions seemed pretty simple. Take exit 64B towards Magic Kingdom. Then, keep right, US 192 towards Magic Kingdom. Now, in my defense, there were 3 roads. This one said Magic Kingdom, the middle one did say US 192. But at that moment when my husband said, which way, I said, keep right, keep right. And as our van veered off to the right, away from the traffic and the main highway, we began to suspect that perhaps an error had been made. And our suspicions were confirmed when we began to see signs that said, "Welcome to Walt Disney World." Cheers of joy erupted from my backseat. Hooray, we're going to Disney! Now, I don't know if it was the pain of the distended bladder or perhaps the sheer exhaustion when I turned around in my best Mother of the Year voice and said, "Shut up! We are not going to Disney!" Frantically, I turned to my husband, "Get off this highway. You need to get off this highway." He looked around and said, Where do we get off?" And he was right. There were no exits. Apparently, we were on the highway to the happiest place on earth, and there was no escape. Finally, with some creative driving that included questionable lane changes and a few illegal U-turns, we finally made our way to our destination. I burst through the front door. Relief would soon be mine. Went to the first door, opened it, bedroom. Went to the next room, opened it, bedroom. Went to the next room, opened it, garage. You have got to be kidding me. Finally, a voice from behind me that said, "Mom, there's a bathroom in this bedroom." I leapt over a couch, knocking over a lamp or a small child, I'm not sure, slid across the floor, hit the wall. Finally, our vacation could begin. Every fraction of time in this vacation carefully slotted because we had plenty of things to see and do. But on the day that we were at Universal Studios, I was standing in a lineup with my son, waiting to get our picture taken with a ginormous transformer. A human helper came out and explained to us that this transformer would be taking a break, but another transformer would be taking his place. Sadness sunk down my son's face, and I said, "Did you not hear what he said? Another transformer would be taking his place." He looked up at me, and he said, "Mom, you wouldn't understand." I looked at the big line in front of me, and I said, "Well, it appears we have some time, so why don't you explain it to me?" In that 15 minutes, my son lit up while he explained everything he knew about Transformers. Autobots were the good guys, and Decepticons were the bad guys. And in that moment, I realized, not only do I not know anything about Transformers, I didn't realize my son knew that much about them. And it got me to thinking, what other things don't I know about my kids? I mean, I know my kids like a mom knows their kids, right? I know their medical history, their immunization status, and all their allergies. I know that my son Ben will not eat broccoli unless it's smothered in cheese. I know that my other son Connor doesn't eat peas because he believes that they are dangerous. And I know that my daughter Paisley, well, she doesn't wear pink anymore because, Mom, I don't do pink. But it never occurred to me to ask her, well, what is your favorite color now? I didn't have the time. My son Connor wanted this video game. It was supposed to be the best game in the world. I made sure I checked that it was age appropriate, but I didn't ask him, well, why do you like it? What's the game about? I didn't have time. I love my kids. And that's a given because we're genetically programmed to love our children. But on this vacation, I decided that I was going to take the time it takes to really get to know my kids. And do you know what I discovered? I really like my kids. I mean, I really like them. They are cool little people with individual thoughts and theories, and they're a lot of fun to just hang out with. We are all speeding down the highway of life, frantically trying to get to our happiest place on earth, perhaps not realizing that we're already there. If we just take the time it takes to listen to our loved ones, take the time it takes to love honestly, openly, freely, take the time it takes to be present in every moment, good or bad. Take the time it takes before the time takes you. And for heaven's sakes, take the time it takes to use the restroom when you have the chance.